Hello there and welcome to my tarot reading here. So this is going to be for the Divine Feminine. Once again, the Divine Feminine. What we need to know, what we should focus on, anything that our spirit guides, peace, love, and light would like to shout out to us, would like to let us know. Loud and clear and concise. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these. And I'm also going to pull some of the oracle cards. What is our energy for Divine Feminine? Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Lovely. Lovely. I feel like that is a fabulous first card. Okay, a lot about the cycles. Got more moon cards here. Definitely have to pull a moon card after getting the moon cycles, right? Moon cycles. Get in tune. Ladies, that's perfect for the Divine Feminine because we are so connected to the moon in so many ways. So, our moon card. Ooh, a fiery climax approaches. Another one. Whoa, fiery climax. Love it. That's not positive energy. I don't know what is. I mean, who doesn't love a good climax? Whether we want to label it good or bad, it's movement, it's moving forward, which is like ultimately beyond love, you know, like what we're here for. Love and learning, living. L-I-V-I-N. Okay, let's pick an animal card, shall we? For the Divine Feminine Collective here, middle of August. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things too seriously. Little flirty, little hippity hoppity. This is going to be interesting reading, I feel like, for us. This is a twin flame reading, so if you are not a twin flame, then, you know, maybe you can still get something out of this video. This is for, again, all the Divine Feminine, so it doesn't have to be a female, but it can be anybody who feels the feminine energy, especially within a relationship, since we're talking about a twin flame. Usually, regardless of the actual gender, there's one that acts in more feminine ways and one in more, you know, more male ways, I guess you can say. So we're just going to jump right in here without further ado. And I am going to pull some underlying energy just to kind of support these oracle cards. So again, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. This is a little foxy feminine reading here, you guys. I'm liking this flirty energy, okay? Is that not flirty to you? Capitalize upon the cycles of the moon. It's like, be that diva, own that passion. A fiery climax approaches always because that's who we are, that's what we get. We are twin flames. We are, you know, always on another level, like manifesting this stuff, and always have something to look forward to. So you know you're going places, you know you're doing things. Keep your sense of humor and don't take things, it says so seriously, but I think that's a little like aggressive. I would just say don't take things too seriously, because I mean, shoot, that's key to life. You know, all the old people that live a long time, it's like all the old people, it's like they're always like happy but yet cranky in a way, and they'll just like talk shit because they're real, you know. They're not gonna like put on airs and pretend, because after you live here on earth for like enough time, you have to laugh, you know, not laugh to keep from crying, you know. Some of you may be thinking, you know, we go through stages. So anyway, we got High Priestess, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Cups over here for our underlying energy. So the High Priestess coming out first is like, oh yeah, biatch. You are owning it. You are diving deep. That's why you're here. We're taking this thing to the next level, next leveling, up and up and up. And of course, not just on some superficial level. This is talking about the deep the deep level, of your daily life, of night and day, of, spirit and physicality, of all the dualism of the entire universe, and inner and outer, micro and macro. This is about your twin flame. This is about the masculine and feminine. This is about owning your feminine energy. I was thinking about that today when I was doing some of my shadow work. It's like one of my things is when I was younger, I wasn't feminine enough. And so I think a lot of people do this too, is like something about you, in this society, people are always picking you apart. So it's like, well, they pick you apart about your femininity. And sometimes it's just like that. And even it's not picking people apart, it's just the expectations that are set and like what other people are doing. And if you're not doing that and you're not fitting in, then as a child, you can make assumptions and have different things that can last with you. And that can be one of them, is that I'm not feminine enough. And so you have to go back and like deal with that stuff. If that's, but you see kind of the concept of like the shadow work and, the inner child work, the inner child healing, and just going higher. Because that's what this is all about. This is about doing that work. To me, it's, one is shadow work and one is inner child healing. Like it's, and not that they're opposites necessarily, but even when you go into inner, like shadow work, say, like shadow work basically is inner child healing, because when you do shadow work, you can either do it in the now or you can do it later. You can do it in the now or you can do it for the past, which we need to obviously deal with the past because it has such a strong setting determination on what happens now. We just repeat the same kind of cycles over and over and over again until we deal with them. So yeah, it's the past and the present. So we're talking about healing. We're talking about focus. We're talking about having dreams and relaxing knowing, being smart about when to conserve your energy and where to spend your energy. And a lot of that, again, is focused on this higher power, this healing. This is healing on a not just a superficial level, like take some rest and, take some vitamins and eat healthy and drink water for a while because you've been overdoing it. No, this is like mental, emotional, a holistic healing that is happening because of, and, as at the same time as, and all of this inner child work and stuff that you're doing. So obviously if you're not doing the work, be sure to do the work. The more you can do it, like Sophia Charles is so great, and she got me really realizing so many different things. And one of those is that, my motivation for not watching too much TV, which I never watch too much, but sometimes I used to go into binge mode. Now I have a select kind of few shows that I kind of just keep up with, and I watch them just occasionally throughout the week to relax and chill, and maybe just to go right before I go to sleep sort of thing. And with her, she was just you need to do the work, you're lazy, you do the work. And I'm like, what the hell? And so finally I'm just why not? It's the thing is the rewards that you're going to get from doing the work are so freaking amazing and great. It affects every single aspect of your life, that it's more important than doing your homework for school or your homework for your job, or, doing your housework even sometimes. Again, it's all about balance, but yeah, pay attention to your natural cycles, not necessarily just your menstrual cycle, but, your natural mental and physical and cycles. And when when you want to go clean, you'll clean. When you want to focus on your passion, focus on your passion. So anyway, get that healing in, dive in deep here. You're doing the right thing. And it's showing in a steady control that you have over your life and over your emotions and over your, just the way you're carrying yourself is, great. And I think everybody can see that you're doing well and that you're just going in the right direction. And again, a lot of this is just because it's how you're acting and how you're carrying yourself. So, okay, let's jump right in here. I got to get a drink before we start this. Okay. So basically that was all overall energy still. Okay. So now I'm going to go into kind of what has been going on for you within the past few days, week, 2 weeks, something, near, recent, anything that's really It didn't even, time doesn't really matter, but like anything that's really like affected you. And of course, since this is a twin flame reading, it's going on with your twin flame. So we're clarifying the Eight of Wands energy here. Okay. Reversed. I put some emphasis on reversals, but not like to where it really changes the card's meaning. I just make it be like extra or in the future. So this may not be something that is in the past, but we'll see when I really start to get into it. Okay, so we have our Eight of Wands energy, and then we have the Star, which I just love this card because it's such a great divine feminine card, obviously, because you have a vulnerable woman who is totally in her power, like not worried about a damn thing and making sure that shit gets done. And it's doing obviously really, really important work. You know, like things are happening and you're nourishing and you're, you know, like you're helping in so many ways and manifesting the right things. And so, you know, we have, I think with the Eight of Wands reverse, it's kind of like, I mean, we're easing into this. It's not exactly like super lot rushing in super fast, but I think that it is still a lot has been happening. And, you know, again, time doesn't necessarily mean so much. It's just like, yeah, there's a lot of changes and a lot of going, like you're coming into this power. You're coming into your true, like your true essence at this time, and you're digging deeper and you're listening to the signs and you're taking control enough. And you know when to say no, but you also need to have a little bit more priority about listening to the angels, your signs, like listening and not getting off track as much. Because, you know, you're on the right path and you're doing the right things, but you're kind of letting yourself get distracted by things. And like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, again, whether it's TV, movies, like getting obsessed with your job or getting obsessed with something, you know, else that's not like, that's just like a it's just like not important. Because this, I mean, like, what is more important than doing your spiritual work and taking care of your inner child? Like, this is true self-help, self-love. Like, people who say they're doing self-love and are just taking a bath, like, they need to, like, escalate this on to the next level, because there's a lot of info on how to do it, you know. But, again, a lot of people think that you can just snap your fingers, get a massage, you're good. Like, you're spiritual, you're taking care of yourself, and, like, yeah, but, and, like, going to the chiropractor, or, like, all of this stuff is good. Like, go get some healing, you know, whatever. Like, massages are great, of course, but it's, like, don't put all your, you know, all your eggs in that basket, all your vegan eggs in that basket. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I had to throw that in there. I am just going to keep going here because that's what is going on here. Like, I was just abruptly stopped because enough has been said and we're moving on with a quickness. In a way, in other ways, things seem like they're not moving at all. It's kind of like an illusion, like how fast things have changed. We may be to the point where we're sinking into a role, and like we're kind of like, I'm getting this visualization like of like the last time the boom, the chariot like hits, you know, when you're like coming over a hill and it's like get some air, you know, like we've been going so crazy, and so like everything's been happening so fast, and then like we're kind of in the point where okay, now we're like settling into the groove, or like when a plane lands down, it's like a little bit of a thing until it's like connects and then they're down. It's that energy, it's that stage, and a lot has been going on. We're making a lot of stuff happen with our, you know, with our powers. We'll just put it like that. And so we're having a whole new beginning, and it's wonderful. And we're looking ahead and seeing a lot of clear skies. Clear skies and good feelings. And we know that it's connected. We know that it's connected to all the work we've been doing. We know that it's connected to basically our superpowers that we're starting to hone, that we've been honing. We've been like, it's great to know you're still at the beginning. It's great to know you haven't even gone far, because then it's like, wow, you know, this journey is like, you're truly humbled because this journey is amazing. Like, you already feel so good. You're already like making so much progress. You're already like in your own knowing that You are powerful. You just don't know the extent of it, basically, is where we're at with this. That's why the Two of Wands is there. Okay, so moving on. Coming up, you know, a little bit later, a little bit more, I would say, recent past. We are clarifying the Nine of Cups here, and it was reversed as well. So, ooh, interesting cards here. So again, what's going on right now? What's been going on? What's up? Nine of Cups. You guys have been having fun. You guys have been enjoying the hell out of yourself. Again, I think it's that coming over the X, maybe the fiery climax that approaches, like, is happening or just happened, or, you know, again, time, who knows. But we're feeling good, you know, and it's like, check yourself, make sure you're not feeling too good, make sure you're not overdoing it, because having the Nine of Cups right next to the King of Pentacles is like, okay, this would be excess, but also it might be a balanced excess to where, like, you know, you're balancing out overdoing something with doing something really, really great. You know, like, to me, when you think about this, it's like alcohol, you know, this is the obvious answer. And then this one is like health, food, you know, like growing all the food. And that's not necessarily, you know, what other people think it means, but for me and how it's speaking to me right now, it's just like you're almost kind of balancing out your excesses at this point. But, you know, you're being really strong and you're taking control, like you're being a leader. You know, you're deciding how the things in your life goes, and that's why you're having so much fun. So I don't feel like you're really overdoing anything, but you do need to have that in mind, you know, to I'm getting the sense to like not get too big for your britches. Okay, the Queen of Wands and her little cat, you know, she's sitting here, and then you have the Death card. So I don't want to like show you that and get you scared and like, oh, it doesn't mean you're gonna die or anything. It just strictly like is a good card because of, you know, what's in the background. But again, that, you know, that dynamic is, you know, apparent also within these two cards together. You know, you have the black flag and then you have the black cat. Like, this is your shadow self. This is your shadow work. This is the death of the ego. Like, this is the death of being unconscious. That's why, you know, there's so much light coming over here, and, you know, everybody's facing that way and looking like this. The horse is like right there because the horse is closer to its animal instinct. And it's just kind of going with it, you know, with its natural instinct, what it knows without like overthinking stuff too much. So we have the Knight of Wands with the Hierophant. So make sure you're focusing on your higher self. Like whatever way that you're passionate about is to let it come through. And it's taking you to mission. I feel like mission is going to be something that's going to be happening for you very quickly. Very, very quickly. Like, your mission is here. It's on a higher level. And even if you don't know it yet, I feel like this is something that you may be just starting to realize this right now. Like, this is where it all starts. So that's a really good sign. Like, that is, you know, mission coming along, you know, as well as, I mean, it's just showing that you guys are doing a lot of work, and therefore you're going to get to this mission part, you know. And when I say that, if you're not familiar, you know, with like Sophia Charles and the twin flame community reference to that, you know, it just has to do with you, obviously just like doing your purpose, like being on purpose. Like, did you do it on purpose? Yeah, I do everything on purpose. On purpose, like doing your purpose on a daily basis. On it. Working on it. Working it. Doing the inner work. Therefore, you're seeing the outer work come into place. Again, it's all about the dualities. You know, just like the Chariot card, the black and the white. And just like the High Priestess over here. Everything is duality. That's just what it is. Okay? So now we have the 10 of Cups, and I've been getting this card like all day. So Divine Feminines, what have we here? Okay, I love this colors. These colors, you guys are so great. First we have, of course, the 10 of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So this is kind of this very, you know, excitable energy where things are happening. Like they are happening right now. Like you are moving towards your 10 of Cups, like as we speak, with every breath, with every thought, with every, because this is what, you know, why this is like, so like, you know why you have the Knight here rushing in to this is because you're rushing in to your work. Keep it up. That's all. Like, I'm just like here to be your cheerleader at this point, Divine Feminine, watching this video. Like, you are amazing. And, you know, wow, like that's awesome to me. It's just like, go for it. And it's such a clear sign. Like, keep on staying in tune, you know, coming into the videos that you resonate with and doing your own oracle and divine, you know, tarot, whatever. And then like spreading your own love and, you know, doing, again, going right back to the cards before that, doing your mission, focusing on your mission. And that is going to draw your twin flame in even more. And all of this growth, your twin flame is going to be like, who is this broad? Like, she's awesome, you know, depending on, you know, again, whether you've had your twin flame for a while or not. You know, with my twin flame, we've been on and off for 10 years, you know, and we have a very special bond. So it's nice, and I love it. I'm so grateful for it, because it's not just like, oh, it's a nice, like, happy relationship. It's like, actually, like, it's taught me so much. It's like completely led to and helped along my healing over these past few years. And everything I've learned about the twin flame community and everything recently has just like totally clicked on something for me. And so that's why I can resonate with this. Like I said, you guys just really rushing into this whole like knowing right now. And we get it. Like, you hear it, you learn it, you get back on the right wavelength, you know, and mind frame. And then you just make it happen. It's just like done. It's just like done. That fiery climax is approaching. And like I said, again and again and again, you're just going to keep on this. It's going to be this over and over again, to a new level, to a new level, to a new level. Okay. So it's whatever. And then the next two cards, love it. It's whatever you want. You guys, it's whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can have, because you know that you wouldn't have really wanted it truly if it wasn't for a reason. It's the inner and the outer. You know, it's not just a selfish reason that you want something. Because like, even if you're a twin flame, to be with your twin flame, to be in love with your twin flame, to be in union with your twin flame, like, is to help out. Like, it's just like meditation. It's just like any other positive thing you do. It's going to have reverberations that go around the world and beyond on a physical level and, you know, some kind of crazy metaphysical, spiritual level, you know, just energy, basically. Everything is energy when it comes down to it. And like I said, your thoughts, because you know, because you're doing the work, you're also knowing how powerful you are. And because you're seeing the results of your work, then you even know you're more powerful. And that speeds up your momentum even more. So you just like are a badass bitch right now, being like all powerful in your own self and your own, like, basically the bottom line on these though is not just to like celebrate that like you're a badass bitch, but also to like make sure that you know what you want clearly. Sorry, the guinea pigs are making noise. So here, this is an interesting pairing. I kind of like it. Don't you just love that lovers card. Oh, it's twin flames. I just love it. It's just like, it's so, it's almost like the pentacles of the love types of cards. Like, it's like the health side and the, you know, like the grounded side, you know, to the earthy side. Like, not necessarily, I mean, it's like the higher sides, yeah. But it's like he's looking down, and because of the contrast of him looking down, it's like, and that this is also, you know, like where we go wrong. This is like Adam and Eve stuff. So it's like it's not to say like it's like the devil card, but yeah, like people say the devil card is also sometimes like a lover's card in a way, you know, like you're tied to that person, you're tied to like this, you know, the same mindsets or whatever it is, the same things, or just codependency in general, like they're all connected in ways and just like different shades of each other in a way. But this one is more like just like there's a contrast between the higher and the lower. So it almost speaks as like a little bit lower of a self. And this is why some people are like, this is just like the soulmate card and not the twin flame card. But again, it's all the microcosm and macrocosm, and this is explaining it for us. So, I mean, it's just the feeling, of being, I think physical and like not necessarily sexual, like all the way sexual or whatever, but just like, like enjoying, like if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So your health is intimately tied up in all of this. Like if you feel good, so the healthier you are, then you can love yourself even more. Like you are loving yourself if you're taking care of yourself. So the inner love and the outer love, and when you take care of yourself, your partner's going to take care of themselves, and it's only going to take you guys higher and higher and higher. Like, so this is about maybe, like the more denser vibrations of what it can be together, but also looking forward and saying, what can you do spiritually, like maybe in the future, and how can we improve upon that? So, and the Hangman, is really, it's yoga. It's saying you're at peace here. Like you're looking at things, you're changing things, you're still like mixing it up and looking at things in different ways. Like there's with all this new, you have the Ace of Pentacles too. So obviously you have new beginnings here, and all of this is speaking towards, like movement and lots of change. You've got the Chariot, you've got the Eight of Wands. And yeah, there's a lot here, like a lot of goodness. But again, it's only like, it's going to be as good as you see it. And as when you have the right intentions and you only mean love and enlightenment for the entire world and beyond, then you can kind of just relax, because you know that like you're doing all you can. You're doing like the best that you can do. You're helping you're helping this world by helping yourself. You're the light. This is a candlestick and that is a flame. You are the light. You are the flame. And really, for the divine feminine, it's like you are the yin. This is the yin. This would be the yang. So the yin is the inner flame, and it's inner to outer. So inner, that's why the divine, the yin part is the feminine, which is, it's where it all begins. We're the leaders. So within, I always mess that up. As within, so without, like that mentality. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so like the now, and like this next couple of days, probably, what have we got going on with this Ace of Wands? Okay, a lot of action, a lot of new things actually happening. Is this with you and your twin flame? I think I've got visitors. I do. Yay.